Hey, I'm Shane.
I'm Lex from Admin Arsenal. Deploy 6, beta's out.
It's right.
We got some new features, let's talk about them.
Okay. First of all, where should we go, and by we, I mean you, to find out what the new features are?
RTFM, read the manual by going to help.
Read the pause manual. Help contents, there's
Update notes.
Yep, update notes, it's right there. You'll see it listed. We're going to cover these really quick. We'll have videos specific to some of these individually.
Features, yeah.
So we don't have to walk through all of them right now.
So a couple things you need to know. If you go build a new package, when you look at the new package, you used to have the icons for all the steps. We've consolidated that into a single drop down.
Yep, there you go. So if you want to add any kind of step, whether it's a command or nested package, use the drop down. We've added 2 new steps. We've added the file copy. This allows you to specify files, shortcuts, anything you want to copy from either your machine or a file server down to each of your target computers. In the past, people were using like Xcopy and
the robocopy.
Robocopy from a command step. Now, for most of your copy needs, you can just use this. There's also the log off step.
Basically, log everybody off the machine. You have the option to send a message with a little timeout, or you can just go direct and knock them off their machines.
So 2 new steps. Enjoy it. Once again, to use additional steps, you need at least Pro or Enterprise mode of Deploy. Let's see. So
the other thing we've done, we've added testing multiple IPs.
Yep.
Basically, to get to that, you go to Preferences under Performance, I believe.
Yep. So under the
what that allows you to do is, so let's say you have a machine that picks up multiple IPs, like a laptop. It's got a wireless IP, and then when they plug it into their desk, it's got a wired IP. What we do now is we collect both those IPs from DNS and try them both.
Yep. We try all the IPs returned by DNS until one responds.
Yep.
In previous versions, we just would take the first address returned by DNS, and if that was offline, then it would show as offline. But
now we just, as soon as one returns, we go with that?
Yeah, because the first one that's returned by DNS is not always the one that's actually online. Yep. So this does not obviate the need for you to have a good, healthy DNS.
Yes, clean your DNS up.
Clean your DNS.
So let's also talk, we also did some adjustments to Wake on LAN.
The Wake on LAN, simple, if you, over right here in Performance, notice if you have the default settings for concurrent targets per deployment was 8, is 8, and the total concurrent targets, the default is 32. If you're deploying to 300 computers at a time and a bunch of those were offline and you were using the Wake on LAN feature, you would notice, but if a bunch of those machines were offline, those deployments were going very slowly.
Basically, those threads would be hung up waiting for a machine to come online.
Now, if a computer's determined any target that needs Wake on LAN, they're moved to a different queue, so those concurrent connection threads are freed up for online computers.
So that should speed up deployments if you're using Wake on LAN.
Absolutely. So keep that in mind. And once again, that's if you're using the the send Wake on LAN to computers, if you're using that.
We also have done some adjustments to the Retry Q.
Yes, just to make it a little easier. So the Retry Q, we've had a lot of positive feedback from that. But people are saying there really are a lot of deployments. Machines are still offline, and I'm getting a lot of emails, yada, yada. Here's what we've done. If a computer or all computers that go into the Retry Q, the next time they are retried, at the next interval.
Yeah, we send a ping, and if it doesn't return an answer to that ping, it basically increments or decrements,
Decrements of attempts, but we don't actually attempt the deployment.
Yeah.
So that'll cut down the number of deployments and hopefully the number of email notifications that you receive for your deployments. So, and then some minor bug fixes. So that's pretty much it right there.
In a nutshell.
I'm Shane.
I'm Lex.
Rock on.